Welcome back, amigos. I am Aaron Stapish.
Amigos.
Yeah.
We got a bit of a Latin flair on this
The
episode
Latin
today.
flavor. Welcome to El Gridchato, where we are going to talk to you guys today about the best beat 'em ups. We should have looked a lot tougher.
I love beat 'em ups. I love beat 'em ups, but I have to admit I'm bad at them.
Are you really?
I'm bad.
They're so easy.
But I mean, I always play it to where it's like infinite lives. I just get knocked down and destroyed, and I have fun. But I feel like I just die a lot. Do you want to talk about what's on your arm, or do you want to talk about
Not
it?
yet.
Oh, it's a surprise! It's a surprise. I ruined the surprise.
You go
Sorry.
first. Tell me one of your favorite beat 'em ups, sir.
One of my favorite beat 'em ups. I loved, you know what? I loved Double Dragon on Game Boy. Actually.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Double Dragon on Game Boy,
Nice.
and the Simpsons arcade. I actually love arcade beat 'em ups.
Okay.
I really love arcade beat 'em ups. So the Simpsons game came out in 91.
91, it was
I
by
think,
Konami.
and the Simpsons came out in 89.
Ish.
Yeah. So they got a video game so quick.
And it was amazing.
Yeah, and it's just a great game.
I'd call it beautiful beat 'em up. One of the most perfect games. I mean, especially with all the characters, you know, and each one of them has their own special thing. Lisa's got the jump rope march as the vacuum.
And you have the double attacks.
Yeah, where you can roll with each
group
other.
attacks.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Good choice. One of the ones that we can't ignore definitely would be like the Final Fight series, the Streets of Rage series.
I love Final Fight.
One of my personal favorites would be the Battletoads ones.
Battletoads, yeah.
The NES ones are great, but also the Battletoads and Battlemaniacs on the Super Nintendo. Super powerful. Now, what beat 'em ups should do to us is make us feel powerful. In that game, your fists get big. Your
Yeah,
fists get big.
I do love the fist animations and when you turn into the wrecking ball. And
Yes,
stuff.
or when you pause the game and the Nintendo goes.
And with that, there's also the special attacks where you lose life.
Yes, and that always I thought was so weird. Where it's like on the Super Nintendo, a lot of times it was the A button, and when you do it, you know, you spin or do something crazy, but you lose energy for doing it. And it's like, huh? But then you had to use them wisely.
Classic
It was like
thing.
ammunition, kind of.
Like a lot of action arcade ports, your move list is pretty limited. You have an attack, a jump attack, and a special move which drains some of your health. Considering that you have to sacrifice a chunk of your own flesh just to use it, it's not the most devastating of powers.
Altered Beast is fantastic. Batman Returns on the Super Nintendo is fantastic. Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Yeah.
You should elaborate a little bit.
Yeah,
on
well, I mean, we reviewed that over on my other channel called The Completionist, and we went through that game, and it's a great game. It came out only a few years ago, and it's that Scott Pilgrim style, and it's very, you know, I guess it's 16-bit technically is what it would
definitely
be.
like a high render.
And the music is done by Anamanaguchi, which is awesome.
And it's fantastic. Also, I was going to say Splatterhouse. If you've never played it, it's like a dark, almost like a horror type beat 'em up, and it's very controversial for the time. And if you've ever seen it, it's brutal and nasty. Also, Golden Axe. I don't know if I mentioned.
Yes,
that,
Golden Axe.
That's a beautiful beat 'em up to me.
Yeah.
One of my higher picks. But you know one we didn't mention, which we should. But we'll leave it to our friend Michael B, the Game Genie, who's going to give us his favorite pick right now, right here.
So he's the guy you plug the cartridge into him and he does the cheats and stuff?
Sure. Go ahead and do it, Michael.
Hello everyone, I'm Michael B, the Game Genie, and I really like old video games, so much so that I have a YouTube channel that, you know what, some people like. Today I'm here to talk about my favorite beat 'em up game of all time, and this is such a hard choice because there's so many great games and so many different systems. But for me, nostalgia wins out, and my absolute favorite is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4, Turtles in Time. I just love this game. I mean, the graphics, the art style is just like the cartoon, and the music, who can beat the music? Come on, it's sewer surfing time. Beautiful. On top of that, the play is just really fun. Like, who didn't want to be, growing up in the 80s and 90s, a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, kicking the foot soldiers' butts? Anyways, guys, back to you.
Wow, check that out. Turtles in Time. Again, another reference to Turtles in Time.
Yeah, our last guest on the show is for Best TMNT Game, and Ali picked Turtles in Time.
It's a great game.
Turtle Power Week.
What?
This isn't even a turtle thing.
That's a turtle move?
Don't even know why I did that.
That's ridiculous.
I'm being honest. All right, so why don't you go into your favorite, then I will go into mine to wrap up the show.
My favorite is, I believe it's kind of a rare arcade cabinet. It's actually the Aliens vs. Predator arcade version.
They're beautiful.
Yeah, it is the classic beat 'em up. Like, it's just there's so much happening on the screen at one time, and I must have gone through a whole bunch of, you know what, actually, in that one, In that one, I don't die that much.
That's probably why you like it.
Maybe
You're good
that's
at it.
why I like it. But you get the weapons that you can pick up. Yeah, we didn't even talk about doing specific weapons that you can pick up.
In a lot of beat 'em ups, you can grab like
Yeah.
bars or
I think you can grab weapons in your favorite, right?
All right, so my favorite pick, this is, it means actually a lot to me, more than most of you would think. And why? Here's my favorite right here. River City Ransom on the original Nintendo. I have Alex himself tattooed on my arm.
Nerd!
I like it. I am proud of it, obviously. But yes, why do I love the game? It was on the Nintendo, which was one of my favorite systems, but that doesn't matter. What really matters is it's almost like a non-linear beat 'em up. You can buy books to upgrade your weapons, your kicks, your punches.
Go to the sauna,
You can go
hang
to
out
the
with your
sauna.
dude friends.
Yeah, this game isn't like your classic beat 'em up to me. To me, the story is more important in the game and leveling up your characters. Not an RPG, but it has like a lot of RPG elements.
Yeah, it's got the elements.
It's my personal favorite of all time by a long, 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 long shot. And I think that's it. There's a whole bunch of them out there. But again,
There's a whole bunch of other ones.
that's
but,
why we turn to these people.
I mean, these are our favorites. So what do you guys think? Show us in the comments below. Which ones did we forget? Of course, we forgot your favorite. So let us know which one it is. Also, follow us and like us and do all the things on The Grid Gaming. And I am Greg.
And I'm Batman.
I feel like that's not true.
Bat dude. Okay.
Bat
See you
dude?
later. Grid chat.
Grid.
Grid chat. Bye,
Thanks
guys.
for chatting.